In a minute.
It's 102.3 Radio Free KJLH, your girl Nautica de la Cruz, Grammy Award-winning singer, songwriter, actress, record producer, philanthropist, mother, wife, judge. She has more titles than anybody.
Coach.
Please, coach. Yeah. Coach on The Voice. Alicia Keys is in the building. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so glad to be here with you today.
Well, thank you very much. You look stunning.
Thank you. Thank you. Just vibing, feeling good out here in LA for a little bit, and just the energy's amazing. Just feeling really good. Thank you.
Well, good. You have a brand new album that just dropped about a week and a half ago called Here.
Yes.
I have to say that I finally sat down and listened to the whole album.
Nice
I want to say very good work.
Thank you.
You really poured yourself on this one. And I mean, poured your heart out on this.
Yeah, no, this one is definitely, I think that's another reason why I just feel so good. Musically, I'm in such an incredible space, and this album Here is the best music I've ever done. It's the best body of work that I've ever done in regards to, like, from beginning to end, conceptually, and really sticking to a whole clear vision, which is basically just emotional, and it really is just, what are we going through as people, as individuals, as personally, what are we going through in the world, how are we feeling right now, and really talking about it honestly. I think people really, really relate, and when they hear the songs, that's what they're telling me. So love to everybody who picked up Here, who's loving Here, who's relating it to their life, who's just telling me, like, thank you so much for writing, what I feel.
Well, you did. One of the songs that hit me the most was "Pawn It All," and in some of the lyrics of the song, and I could be misquoting you. I'm so sorry, but it's kind of a song that where you could take everything you want to pawn it all, just sell it, and then start over again.
Exactly.
Have you ever felt like that in your life? Like, this is what I know I'm doing this in the industry, but if I had to start all over again, what would you do?
Kinda. I mean, I think that we've all had those moments in our lives where we feel like that. And I think it means something different for different experiences, for sure, which I think is the most amazing thing about music. But for me, I think a lot of the things that I'm just recognizing and realizing is that, a lot of times I think in life we are wanting to chase these things that people have told us that we want to chase. We want to chase... We want to be really rich, and we want to make sure that we are successful, and we want to make sure that we have a home for our family, right? And we want to make sure that we make a lot of money so that we can do anything we want to do. And these are all things that are kind of shown to us and taught to us without us even knowing it. So we hold these high standards of what we're supposed to do, or how we're supposed, or what success is, or whatever, which is really interesting. And it's different for different people. So there's no right or wrong answer here. I'm just sharing my own perspective.
Okay.
But I think that what's really interesting in regards to pawning it all, and what I've been realizing is that, what I want to pawn is the illusions and these kind of ideals that are sometimes shown to us that maybe don't fulfill you in the deepest way. Because you could maybe be successful, with all the money and all the things and the items and the clothes and the cars and all the things, and sure, that's all nice. I'm not saying don't go for that. Go for as much as you can and work hard. But is that going to fill your soul? You know what I mean? So it's just an interesting thought. And it's an interesting thought about, like, what would you give up to start again? Everybody would be different.
It's kind of the same expression, money doesn't buy you love. You know what I mean? Just because you have all this material stuff, that doesn't probably really make you happy.
I mean, it doesn't buy you love for yourself.
True.
Because that's the most important thing we can do. So that's deep. It's so deep. That's what happens when you start talking about the songs on Here. You start, like, really going in.
Yes. Okay, another song I want to talk to you, and I watched the 20-minute mini film, The Gospel, last night as well.
Nice. Look at you preparing for this interview.
Well, not only did I prepare, I'm a fan, and I'm going to show you a picture of when you really barely wore makeup. There's a picture of you and us. But anyways.
Wow.
I want to talk about...
look at us both.
Look at us both,
right? Was that Here?
That there was a station that no longer exists, but that was in 2000.
Yes. Thank you. I love our picture.
You're welcome. Another song that I want to talk to you about, and it was in the gospel as well, was She Don't Really Care. And that she just wants diamonds in her ears. What was the reflection on that? Because I feel like a lot of young girls need to really sit down and listen to that song.
This song is interesting because it really, honestly, it's it's not telling you anything, or it's not trying to preach anything. It's just literally talking about life, and that is what this album is really about. It's not telling you what to feel or what's right or what's wrong. It's just saying, like, here's life as we know it, as
an
I
awareness.
see it. And as we're feeling it and going through it. She Don't Really Care is a favorite on the album. I hope you play it today, actually. I'm going to ask for a special request.
Okay.
And so it's saying, like, what it says to me, and whatever it means to you, like I said, could be totally different than what it means to me. But what it says to me is that we are these queens, right? We're all queens. We might be in Harlem, we might be in Brooklyn, we might be in Brixton, we might be in Kingston, we might be in Egypt. You know what I mean? We've come from a lineage of queendom. And we're all still in our present day just trying to find our way to love, find our way to somebody and something filling us up. And one of the most beautiful lines in the song to me, it says, she thinks she wants a baby, so she does it with the wrong one, 'cause she's looking for something, but he don't really care. And life just isn't fair. And it's just that's life.
True. It's a song that makes you think. Your whole album here is about, to me, this is my interpretation, is awareness, and it just makes you tick your brain. You know what I mean? Think about the words that you express, and think about life as well. Not that you're trying to change anybody's life, but you never know. A song can change someone's life.
I do believe that, and I believe, like, it really gets you in your feelings. Like, I feel like you get lost. Like, you get really lost in your feelings. You get lost in the vibe, you get lost in the music. It makes you feel really good too. Like, it feels very hopeful. Like, I feel like you find that place inside of you where, like, you know what, it's gonna be all right. It is gonna be all right. One of my favorite Kendrick songs. And I think that it just gets you in your zone, and you are gonna think, you are gonna feel, for sure. You're gonna love it. Talk to me.
Definitely get the album. It's called Here. I want to play this song. Let's talk about a little bit about this song. So I was on YouTube, and you have a song called Blended Family, which features A$AP Rocky.
Yes.
And I was on YouTube, and A$AP Rocky really, really got emotional because he put his mother and I believe his sister in the video as well. If you haven't seen the video, please go to YouTube. He got very emotional, and it's kind of weird to see a rapper or an artist, especially a male, get emotional. But this song really touched him. And Blended Family, in the video, you show a mixture of all these blended families, even your own.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's
What
right.
inspired you to write this and to bring it to the world, to other people?
Oh, I love this song, Blended Family. I mean, the illest part about this song and the reaction that I've gotten from people that I love, including A$AP, you know what I mean? Because when A$AP first heard it, he was like, man, why have I never heard a song like this before? And maybe there are songs like this, I don't know, but I also haven't heard a song that's talked about what it's like to experience a blended family. And so blended families can be so many different things, right? And that's what I did want to show in the video. I wanted to show, families that are two mothers and their kids, or families that are different religious backgrounds and coming together, or families that are different cultures, a black father and an Asian mother, and having a family like that. Family like my family's, who my husband has children from other relationships, and now we all get to be one family unit, and really like lifting each other up and learning from each other and celebrating each other. And all our kids, like, they're brothers and sisters, and they love each other so much. So it's kind of amazing that maybe a lot of people who have come from blended families, which is like almost everyone on the planet.
Yes, that is true.
Because there's no such thing as a quote-unquote traditional family, feels like really identifying with this song. So A$AP was just like, I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you because you beat me to it. Why didn't I think of that first? He
did say that.
But he was really emotional, just because, like, this is his life and he understands that. And it was beautiful for him to be able to celebrate his family in this moment. He said, I never had my family in a video before. They never knew what it was like when I do these things. And today they were able to just participate in that way, and for him to shine, his light on them. So,
well, it's probably also inspired him as well. And there was a movie that Adam Sandler did called Blended,
right.
And I know one of the families that probably has been most proactive about being together is Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith.
So beautiful.
And they were kind of, I want to say the first family that really kind of made it out in the open, and we're like, we all get along, and we're doing this for the children. You know what I mean?
So it's very inspiring.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful thing, and it's all possible. You know what I mean? It's all beautiful, and to celebrate the different versions of our families and what makes them up, you know what I mean, and our evolutions as people is like so incredible. So thank you.
You're very welcome. Well, we're going to talk a little bit more with Alicia Keys. I know she has a meet and greet with our invited guest winners today.
Ooh,
here's Blended
kisses.
Family. Keep it locked right here. It's Radio Free 102.3 KJLH. It's 102.3 Radio Free KJLH, your girl Nautica de la Cruz. Blended Family, what you do for love. Alicia Keys, A$AP Rocky. If you haven't seen the video, go to YouTube, see it. It is a beautiful, beautiful video. If you come from a blended family, this is going to touch your heart and touch your soul.
For sure. That was good vibes. I was just feeling so good listening to that with y'all.
How do you feel when you walked in the door and you heard a different version of Girl on Fire, and I was talking about your shoes and you were like, this song is dope. Wait, hold up. That's me. How does it make you feel when you hear yourself on the radio after all these years?
Feels so good. I have to say, I remember the first time I ever heard myself on the radio, and I almost crashed my car because I was like, probably, I guess I was 18 or 19 at the time, and I was driving my little Mazda 626 down the BQE. I was doing my thing, and Flex played my record for the first time I heard it, and it was the most exciting feeling I remember ever feeling, and I still feel that same way when I hear my music, because it's just a blessing. It's a beautiful opportunity to reach people and to speak our lives, because our lives this is the journey we're on together. So when I can speak my life and then it relates to other people's life, man, it's like the most incredible connection ever.
Wonderful. Well, we want to tell all our listeners to pick up the album here. It's a very good album. You can listen through it from track 1 all the way to the end of the track.
End, baby. Ain't no skipping here. Ain't no 1.99 download here. This is the whole thing. Like, you're going to be like, man, you might not even remember the last time you listened to a whole record. This right here is the one for you.
And I even love the interludes. I love the interludes. They're funny. They're to the point. And if you haven't seen the gospel, it's about 22 minutes. I think.
Actually about 17 minutes.
17 minutes.
It sets up what you're going to get when you listen to here. And the gospel is really my New York, because this album is also a bit of a love letter to New York, like the New York that raised me, the stories that raised me, the Sonics, you know what I mean? So the gospel really paints the picture of that New York, and you'll love it. You know these people no matter where you're from, by the way. You know each person in that you can identify like a person in your life.
I completely understand. I'm a girl from Flatbush, Brooklyn, so
yes.
I know.
There you go.
I know. You are also one of the coaches on The Voice.
I am.
This is the 11th season.
It's nuts.
I've been watching you are very passionate about some of these artists, and I've seen your little there was one or two that you didn't get that someone else got, and you were kind of like,
and I was like, how dare they? How could you get really competitive, man? You do. Your inner competitive comes out, and me, the thing though, the most incredible thing is just really witnessing the God-given talent that so many people have, and the people on the show have, and they're incredible. And to be able to help guide them and help, give energy and encouragement and advice and really help to be a mentor is amazing. And my other coaches, they're crazy. We are officially brothers and sisters and poking and digging at each other. We are nuts. We are totally nuts, but it's great, and they're all incredible people too. And just yesterday was one of the first eliminations.
Yeah.
It's starting to get to that point, and I've never experienced this before, because since it's the first show, me and Miley are like, oh, it's like torture.
Yes.
It's really torturous. But again, all the artists are so talented, and there is no, winning and losing is relative, and they all win, and they're all winning because they're able to have this incredible platform to show the world what they have.
But isn't it a wonderful feeling to have to have these talented young young millenniums or young artists, I should say, come in and coach them into something that they're going to take away. Probably you might have said something that they're going to take away, and they're going to go, I remember when Alicia Keys said blah blah and this.
That's what I hope,
and that's what you hope. When you were coming up, did you have a mentor like that?
Oh man, I mean, there were certain people that I was able to spend a few minutes with that would give me certain pieces of advice. I think Prince I would call a mentor of sorts to me, which is so outrageous and amazing and unbelievable, and I'm so blessed to be able to say that I was able to meet him and we had a connection like that. He was a different kind of guy, so we didn't get a ton of time together one-on-one, but the times that we did,
you soaked it in.
It was very like boom. There was always something. And even just watching him, and being around him was something to learn too. And there's a lot of, there's some incredible people that I've connected with over the years that have definitely blessed me with a lot. Of Stevie is somebody I remember being I remember being on the phone with him one time and he just blew my mind, just especially being able to understand how musical artists connected in the past. I think that was really interesting. And he told me stories that I was like, you know what? I want to hold on to pieces of that, and bring that, with us to the future. So it's great. It's incredible.
Wonderful. Well, I just wanted to say thank you so very much. Definitely get the album here. Like she said, you could hear it from track 1 all the way to track 16.
Yeah.
You are going to love this album, and you had a special request, and I will play it for you.
Yes.
You wanted to hear She Don't Really Care, and if you haven't seen the gospel, definitely go see it. This song is amazing. Listen to the lyrics. Once again, the doors are always open here. You are always welcome, and I wish you nothing but love and success.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you,
very
everybody
welcome.
Listening. I love y'all.
Thank you. Keep it locked right here. It's Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.